Hey guys, welcome back to another Dig Everyday video. If you're new here, my name's Hayden and I make excavation and grading content. Today, we are working on a sediment pond. This one is a little bit different than most of them. The company that originally graded this neighborhood, did the mass excavation and grading, did these ponds, but they are way off. So this whole slope around here, as you can see, these stakes here, there's a few around through here, there is about 6 or 8 feet of cut at each stake that I have to go down. So that in turn will bring the top of the slope back, because if we go down here, we have to lay the top of the slope back so it's not too steep. So there's probably in the neighborhood of 2,000 yards of material, which is 125 dump truck loads, something like that, that we have to move out of this pond. There is a big area to waste material on the back slope of these houses going around through here. This is a cul-de-sac, so it goes pretty far back in there, and that's where we're going to waste whatever we can on the back slopes and stuff. But as for right now, I am going to go get on the Volvo 220 excavator and come in here and start cutting this back and throwing it behind me, where I then can get on the 953K track loader and carry that material or push that material back there for grading. So let's get started, guys. We'll see where we get today. Okay, guys. Let me spin my tracks around. I hate tracking backwards. Now we're getting started. Okay, guys, so I hope you can see out of the windshield. It is pretty dirty, but it's too cold and loud to have it open right now. But so I'm in these backyards. Right down there at the end of my bucket is the cut, which, like I say, is like, I'm pretty sure it's 10 feet on the stake, so it's about 8 feet of dirt we have to cut. So I know just from doing this, that's gonna, our slope has to be a 3-to-1, which is like a 33%, I think is the slope. I know that cutting that down 8 feet right there is gonna make this like a 2-to-1. So I'm gonna start up here at the top and work my way. That way all of my dirt's gonna fall down to the bottom anyway, you know, rocks and whatever's gonna roll down. So I always start at the top, work my way down, and then I'll work my way out the other end from the bottom. So I'm gonna start right here, and all of this right now is just eyeballing it. I'm not grading it, and with that track loader I've got, I can't really run on these slopes, especially if there's rock. That thing doesn't really ride slopes very well. So I'm not going to be able to really final grade until I get a dozer here. So like I say, I'm just bulk cutting the dirt out right now, and we'll come back and shoot grade and all that later. I may even get it within a foot or so. You know, it'll probably be within a foot or two, and then I'll come back later, just because I don't really have the time by myself today to set up and shoot grade and stuff. So this is some pretty dirt, but I know down in the bottom it is going to get rocky, and I don't even know if we'll be able to dig it in the bottom. But I'm starting up here and going to work my way back. Also, this machine does have grade control, I don't know if you see it over here on the big screen. There is, I think I can widen it. Yeah, you see, which I'm not on grade right now, but I'll get it to where it is. It has a beeper on it too, but I turned it off because it's annoying. You see that? See this arrow moving up and down? So I'll just use that. You can set the distance and everything. So I'll touch the teeth to the stake, and whatever the cut is on the stake, I'll go down there, set my grade, and then cut that out. That's the way I rough everything in usually, is just like that. So that's what I'll do probably, but as for now, I don't have any top stakes, so I'm just making it work with what I think it should look like. Alrighty guys, well, it's afternoon time now. I don't even know what time it is, but I started off this morning cutting this slope here, what you would have seen, and then I jumped down and started cutting around these stakes. I think that stake up there is 8 feet to cut, and this one's probably 4 or 5. So what I'm doing is just cutting and throwing it behind me. It's been kind of boring just cutting and throwing, so I haven't really videoed much, but figured I would show y'all a little bit more this evening. I don't know what time it is, but I'm going to do this for the rest of the day, and then I will tomorrow I'll probably get on the loader and start carrying dirt back there behind the houses and putting it where we need it. So I'll work a little while and then pick you guys up in the morning. Definitely getting into some rock. This stuff's pretty soft up here. This shale rock. It breaks up pretty nice, especially with that loader. If we run that loader on it, it'll bust it right up usually, but it's not a good sign for the bottom. I don't know if I said or not this morning, but there's an average of about 5 feet of cut in the bottom. So I don't know if we'll be able to dig it all with the hoe, or if we'll have to get a hammer out here to break some up. But we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. If it stays like this, I'll be able to dig it, but usually the deeper you go, the harder it is to cut. So I don't know. Okay guys, so I got most of this slope cut out yesterday, and it's all piled up here. It's probably 30 loads here, but I got the track loader now. What I'm going to do is start, oh goodness, scooping and carrying dirt down here. where we're putting the dirt at is we're building the backyard out of this house. It only comes off the back of the house maybe 10 feet. And I want a few more feet there, and then down there where it kind of juts out, there's a drain up here on top of the hill that catches the swells from those houses, and it's too steep on the back side right here. So I'm really just going to be scooping and carrying dirt down here. basically built a road down through here, and that's basically going to be the toe of my slope right there, and I'm just going to keep coming up a foot or two at the time, bringing a path, and every time I come up, you know, every time I raise up, I'll move in and just basically build the slope out that way. So I'm gonna have to bring some dirt and kind of build a berm around here and then slope it off. That way the water will hit the berm and go into this box versus just run past the box down the hill. So I'm gonna set you guys up right here on a time lapse and let y'all watch. Got this pile of dirt moved around there. I still need a little bit more to fix around that box back there, that inlet. So we'll try to get that loader on this slope and just rough it in best I can, and hopefully by the time I do that, that'll get me enough material to fix that back there, and then we'll go there. Hey guys, so I've got the slope where I need it to be. It's just roughed in with the loader. It's not, as you can tell, it's not finish graded or anything. We'll have to get the dozer back to really fine grade slopes and the bottom. And we got everything we had piled up brought around here. I mean, this flat part right here has been brought up 12 feet, I would say, from the lowest point. And I did what I could on this slope, but I ran out of material. So we definitely need some to put down there to make a nice 3-to-1 slope. And I completely forgot to record. So tomorrow I'll come, whatever I cut out I'll bring back here and kind of tie in down there, make this slope a little bit nicer. And I completely forgot to record this, but that dirt we dumped up here around this drain, got it backfilled now. We'll definitely bring some more, and we'll tie it all the way into the silt fence down there and kind of fill in this gap, this steep section. So yeah, we're done for the day, and got this looking pretty good, and we'll be back Monday.